What's up, everybody? East Philly here. I'm not on the motorcycle, as you could probably see. I am in my car, and you probably won't see too many motorcycle videos for a little while. They're really ramping up my therapy, so my leg and my ankle are getting really sore. So it might be a little while before you see like a good amount of moto videos. So you'll see them every now and then, probably on like one Saturday every now and then, or if I have something special planned. I think next week I have something special planned, so you might see something then. But just know that I wish I could be on the motorcycle. It's just not going to be a good idea for a little while. This video, I'm not sure when it's going to come out. It's either going to be a Wildcard Wednesday or a Moto Monday, depending on if I actually do a video later on today and actually get to do it. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get to do it or not, so this is a toss-up for me when I'm going to post it. I figured I'd just give you a little bit of update. Therapy is definitely ramping up for me. Before, a couple weeks ago, is when they got me to a kind of a balance point between mobility therapy and a type of therapy to get me back to where I was before I got hurt. So now I'm in that area of where was I before I got hurt, and how can we get me back there? Before it was pretty much, okay, let's get me off crutches, and yeah, don't use your turn signal. It was pretty much, let's get me off crutches, and let's get me walking again in what would count as normal. And I'm still not walking normal. Still have a good bit of a limp. I can't put all my weight onto my left leg as of yet for a good amount of time. I can't run yet. They have me doing a little bit of jogging in therapy on the treadmill, which I hate. I don't like the treadmill in general, and it's not comfortable, at least to me. I don't really feel a lot of comfort in it, but it's pretty good. So yeah, they had me doing a little bit of jogging, and it really didn't feel great. I didn't feel comfortable with it, to a point where every time I took a step, it felt like my whole leg was kind of jarring, and all the muscles and tendons and all, it didn't feel good. I'm not in my natural gait. It's a little weird for me, especially since before I got hurt, I was pretty kind of healthy. Not in terms of my eating, but in terms of my athleticism. I used to run a lot. I used to ride my bicycles a lot. When I was starting to get into the job I'm in now, I was running a lot and keeping track of my statistics. I had like a 9-minute mile and a half. Bicycling, I did the Tour de Shore the one year. I did 70-some miles in about 3 hours and 10 minutes. And that was at like one of my peaks when I was actually working out a lot. Before I got hurt, I wasn't anywhere close to either of those. But I was still at a pretty good level of athleticism in my mind, at least. This guy didn't even fucking look. So I'd like to get at least back to some semblance of where I was before I go back to work, and work is pretty good with letting me do that, since my job is pretty much on my feet a lot, and I do have to do some types of heavy lifting and athletic movement every now and then, so they're pretty good with letting me do that. I'm trying to really focus on getting back to that area. I know one of the best ways for me to start doing that is to start eating a bit healthier and getting some of this weight off. And I know that'll help with the muscles and all, since less weight hitting the joints and the muscles would mean less pain and a little bit quicker recovery time. I'm not going to push it, but I'd still like to get myself back to some type of shape that I was in. That'd be nice. What I can do in therapy, I take a step back at my house. So once I started walking around in therapy a lot, I kind of just kept with the crutches a bit around the house and outside. In the house, not so much with the crutches, because I had a lot of support because the house is so tight. So as soon as I start jogging again in therapy, since I only do it for a couple minutes at a time, that's when I'm going to start walking a lot outside. I'll start going for some nice like mile walks, get my heart rate up, maybe try to find a hill, go maybe do a little bit of hiking with the boots on to get that good stability, and that'll start helping me lose a bit of weight. And then I'll just have to start drinking water, because I'm terrible at drinking water. And then we'll see how it goes from there, and I'll try to keep you all updated. If I go hiking, I'll definitely have the camera with me to do some hiking vlogs. That'd be kind of fun. Other than that, there's not too much else going on. I'm not gonna make this a long video. That's it. I will see you all later. Have a great week. Bye bye.